Dear student, I hope you are doing good. So here I am going to solve the paper 2013. So this video is a small help to boost up your preparation very fast. I know your time is very precious. So without going to waste the time, let's start the paper of combined chemistry asked in 2013, which is O-level paper. Now, whenever you read the question, how to solve in this video. When you see the question, take a pause, then try to solve by yourself. And then you look what is the correct answer which I am telling you, and go through the explanation what I am explaining you. So from one chapter, from one question, how you are going to revise the whole chapter. So let's see question number 1. The diagram shows a chromatogram of 5 different inks. As you can see here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they are asking you how many different types are used in to make these 5 links. You know this is chromatogram. What is chromatogram? Chromatogram is the result of chromatography. Yes. Now chromatography is a technique of separation of the colors, right? So colors are different kind, you can separate with the help of chromatography technique. Okay, so every dye has a unique migration process, like how you have density, boiling point, melting point. It's fixed for that particular element. The ink, okay, that is also made of the some combination of element, and it is fixed. If it is pure color, it will give you just one dot, and they migrate with a specific centimeter. For each solvent they have this fixed that how much is going to migrate it. So in this question, if you look, what is the specific and unique color you have? Only 1, 2, 3 and 4. So option number 4 is the correct. Now let's see question number 2. A white crystalline solid X is heated with the aqueous sodium hydroxide and aluminium. You are heating X with the help of sodium hydroxide. What is sodium hydroxide formula? NaOH. Plus you have what? Aluminium. And you are putting a red litmus paper, okay, to test the gas what is evolved, because you can, based on that, you can guess that what is present here. If you have ammonium compound here, it means the gas release will be ammonia, and ammonia is alkaline in nature, which will turn red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. Correct? What about acidic? Acidic will turn blue to red. Now let's see the option. No, it's not acid, it is not acidic, it is not magnesium, because it's not a metal, right? So now what should be must be definitely correct. It is correct that X is definitely, it will not ammonium chloride, definitely not, because if you have ammonium chloride, it will give you the ammonia gas, and which will turn red to blue, and it is not happening. It is red, remain red. So option number D is the correct option. Now let's see the question number 3. Okay, so 3 is telling you what? The 4 substances particle arranged randomly in the room temperature. So in the solid particle how they are arranged, very orderly arranged. In the liquid, if you turn give the heat, it will turn into the liquid, right? And then the particle will slide past each other, and the gas, they are randomly arranged. So let's see the option. It's very simple. This is the solid. Look at the melting and boiling point, it will tell you. So only A is the correct option. Now let's see question number 4. The diagram shows the structure of atom. This is the atom, the outer electron inside the only 2 particles here. You have proton and neutron. Together it is called nucleon, which is the mass number. Now when you write symbol, here you write atomic number, and here you write mass number. Now atomic number is equal to proton number. How many proton are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So option number either, okay, A, B, C is possible, D is gone. Now mass number is proton plus neutron. How many proton? 5. How many neutron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 will be your 12. So either it will be now B or C. Now remember, atomic number is the identity of element. It will determine what is that atom. So boron is only 5. Okay. Carbon is 6. So you cannot say option number B. Only C is the correct option. Now let's see question number 5. Which property represent those of ionic compound? What is ionic compound? Ionic compound is formed between the cation, which is always a metal, plus anion, which is always a non-metal. Okay, for example, sodium ion plus chloride ion, it will give you sodium chloride. Now look at this question. Which of the ionic compound? Ionic compound is always solid at room temperature. So it is good conductor of heat and electricity when you dissolve in water, or it will be in the molten stage. What is the meaning of molten stage? Molten is coming from the word called melting. Okay, so when you heat NaCl at around 873 degrees Celsius, it's going to convert into the liquid form and it can conduct electricity. Now let's see the option. Solid, no, it cannot conduct electricity. Why? Because ions are not free to move. So that is gone. Now let's see question number B. No. C, poor. Okay, let's see C and D. C and D, yes. So this is gone. So option number C is the only correct, because see they have written molten is poor. That is not good. Aqueous, so that's why option number C is only correct, because just now we have discussed molten means when you heat it will melt and then ion as fully move, so it is a good conductor of electricity. Question number 6, diagram show the ethyl propanoate. What is this? Ester. So it is ethyl propanoate. As you can see here, how many, so don't get confused with the big diagram or big question. Okay, the question will come according to your syllabus. How many bond pair of electron are there in the molecules? Bonding pair means what? For example, if I am making the water H2O, if you remember, oxygen has how many electron? 6. 1 2 3 4, right? It's a 2 and 6. So 1 2 3 4 and there is 1 2 here, and this they are shared with the electron. So this is your one covalent bond, which is equivalent to one pair of electron. So one bond is equivalent to one pair of electron, right? So if you see here there are two pair of electron, okay, which are bonding. Now look this structure. CH3 means what? CH3 means, you can open all the structure in a bit detail. CH3 means you're talking about, this is your H. Next is what? CH2, H. Then you have CO, then again O, and then again CH2 here, then CH3 here, H, and then count all the bonds. So one, this is representing one pair of bond. So 1 2 3, this is 1, okay, because carbon always make 4 bonding. So there is 1. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So option number D is the correct option. I hope you also got D. If you have not got, then you try to open the formula in your notebook. Okay, next question number 17, which is the ionic equation for the reaction between the magnesium and hydrochloric acid? Magnesium is a metal which will be in solid stage. It will give you hydrochloric acid, which is HCl. You have to put aqueous, otherwise acidic reaction you will not see. So it will become MgCl2, which will aqueous, plus H2, which will be gas. Ionic equation, the solid and the gas we don't break, but rest you can break it. So it will become H plus Cl minus, this will become Mg plus 2Cl minus. Okay, so this is why the equation, let's break it separately here. So it will become your Mg plus, which is in solid, plus H plus Cl minus, it will become Mg plus 2Cl minus plus H2 gas will be remaining. Now okay, before that, whenever you write the equation, you have to check that it is balanced or not. It's don't say it's balanced, because here you have 2 chlorine, here you have 1, so just put it here 2. Now it's balanced, yes. So it will become basically then 2 hydrogen here and 2 chlorine here. So chlorine, whatever is common you just remove it out, the 2 hydrogen here, and then this is hydrogen gas, so that will not go. So which option is matching here? You have magnesium, you have hydrogen, you have Mg plus, so option number D is the correct option you have. Now question number 8, the excess zinc is added to this much hydrochloric acid. This is question from the molar concentration, which is combination of mole as well as the chemical equation. Look at the ratio of this zinc, hydrogen chloride, zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. So this is 1 mole, this is 2 mole, this is 1 mole, this is 1 mole. So this is the ratio, that if 1 mole of zinc will react with 2 mole of hydrogen chloride, you will get 1 mole of hydrogen gas. Question has been asked, what is the maximum volume of hydrogen evolve at room temperature? So just now I told you that if you will react 1 mole of hydrogen chloride, okay, you will get 2 mole. If you react, it will get 1 mole of hydrogen gas. Now here how many are there? If you think about here, it will, so they have given you molar concentration. Molar concentration is nothing but mole divided by volume. It will concentration, so mole will be how much? So mole is equal to concentration multiplied by volume. So concentration is 1 mole per decimeter cube multiplied by volume. If you convert, it will be how much? 0.1. So basically your 0.1 mole. Okay, in this equation 0.1 mole of HCl is given to you. Now if you will give 2 mole, I'll produce 1 mole of hydrogen. If I'll get 0.1 mole, it will become half of this hydrogen gas. It means 0.05 mole of hydrogen gas will produce. Okay, this much mole of H2 will produce. Now 1 mole is equal to how much decimeter cube? 24 decimeter cube. So you have to multiply this much mole will be how much? 0.5 multiplied by 24. If you multiply, it will become 1.2 decimeter cube. So option number A is the correct option. Now question number 9, which are the following endothermic reaction? So these are the chemical, again you will learn in the rate of reaction process, or the reaction or process are different kind, exothermic and endothermic. Endo means inside, take the energy. Exo means exit, energy will loss out, it's exit. So what are the option you have now? So if you remember endothermic process, where what is the option you have? Dissolving sodium to the water. No, it will not, it will release the energy because it's the too much reactive. Dissolving ammonium nitrate in the water, yes, because when you dissolve it will be really very cooled. Okay, so only B is the correct option you have. Now next, see question number 10, which statement about the speed of reaction is correct? What is the speed of reaction? Speed of reaction means how fast or how slow the reaction is moving on, reactant and converting into product. So the speed of reaction depends on temperature, depends on the particle size, depends on the concentration. So let's see the option what you have. Increasing the concentration of reactant decrease the speed of reaction. No, why it will decrease? Not correct. Increasing the size of pieces, not, you don't have increase the size, you have to make a powder form. Increasing the temperature increases the speed because it increases the number of particles. No, how it is possible? Increasing the temperature increases the speed because they are more, yeah, this is the only process, because the reactant need to collide each other and they'll give you the faster reaction. Now question number 11, oxidize. So oxidation and reduction. Oxidation have 3 definition. Tell me what? Oxidation is gain of oxygen, oxidation is loss of hydrogen, oxidation is lose the electron, oxidation is increase the oxidation state. Now which is oxidized? So let's see which is oxidized here. If you look this option, carbon has combined with carbon oxygen, so yes, correct, because just now I said gain of oxygen, so this is correct. If you think Fe2O3, what happened? Fe lost the oxygen, so it is reduction. So option number only A is the correct. Now question number 12, a diagram show the experiment how one make barium chloride and other make barium sulfate. So as so what you're adding here, HCl, you're adding aqueous barium hydroxide, BaOH ka whole 2, and here HCl, and you're adding aqueous, oh one minute, it's sulfuric acid, H2SO4, you're adding in same barium hydroxide. Now look at this picture here. Can you see here something is sinking here? It means it's precipitate, and here you cannot see anything, it's a soluble, right? So precipitation means barium sulfate is an insoluble salt. If you think BaSF4 is an insoluble salt, and here now what I'm doing, barium sulfate will be here this side, right? So you are making the barium sulfate plus hydroxide. Okay, so this is very confusing. I have written wrong. So it's a barium, this is barium chloride, because if you look the option, it is not matching what I thought. Okay, so this will be your, this is correct, so that will come barium sulfate and it is insoluble salt. So I was right, but I have written here wrong. Now if you look these are basically a crystal, they are showing you the crystal formation. Okay, so crystal formation you can do crystallization, so either A or B. Now barium sulfate is the insoluble, so it will only possible by filtration, so option number B is the correct. So there is a list of the salt, if you remember in the chapter I think acid base salt. After salt there is a qualitative analysis where you look about how to determine the make the salt. Okay, so salt, make a list: soluble salt, insoluble salt. All chloride are soluble salts. So barium chloride is soluble, however barium sulfate is insoluble. So this is only possible by filtration. And I got confused because when I see this, but this is not basically precipitate, it's a crystal, because in the option you don't have related with the precipitation. Okay, so this is not matching at all, so only option number B is the correct. Now question number 13, which statement about the trends in group number 7, and what is group number 7? This is also called halogen group. Halogen group, as you go down, reactivity decrease. As you go down, state of matter, right, state starting ranging from gas to liquid to solid. So and the change of the color will be darker. So option number 13A is only correct option you have. Now question number 14, which is looks long question, but it is actually not. Ionic equation below represent the reactions between the metals copper, this same metals. Okay, so this no reaction. The copper is not very reactive, it's least reactive. So look at the option. This is only hint you have in a very easy way. Least reactive here, so either B or C. Now what is most reactive, which is going to replace everything? So you'll say everything there is a reaction. So X is clear. Now we have to figure out whether the Fe will be first or zinc will be first. So how to figure out? Okay, let's see that zinc reaction, it is replacing the copper. Yes, when you put zinc and Fe, it is going to replace the Fe. It means zinc is here and Fe is here. The in reactivity series, which is at the top, they displace the metal which is below. So as you can see from this hint, right, that it is replacing the Fe, so it means zinc is top of the Fe. So option number C is the correct option you have. Now question number 15, which is not a region for recycling the copper. Recycling of why we recycle the metal, that is a limited amount, we have to conserve it, otherwise it's not good. When you extract the copper or any metal, it's required lots of demand, fossil fuel and all. So what is not a region? Copper made of recycling is less pure. That is obviously not correct. Okay, now next question is the 16, carbon monoxide, oxide of nitrogen, sulfur dioxide. Very important and very common question asked in all O-level paper. If you look, 21 yes, 20 I think 18 yes. Okay, so this is repetitive question, is very important. You can make a note of it because this also affect us. So now let's see question. Carbon monoxide is produced when you will incomplete combustion. Okay, so what are the source and effect of carbon monoxide? It is produced with incomplete combustion. So fossil fuel, not it is not going to give you acid rain. What is acid rain? Acid rain is produced by the two pollutant SO2 and NO2, because SO2 will give you sulfuric acid and NO2 will give you nitric acid, and these are two going to harm the calcium carbonate or stones made of the houses. Okay, and that is not good. So this is not, lighting is from the NO2, not like this. Oxide of nitrogen, option number oxide of nitrogen, lightning is written. Yes, just now I discussed option number C is the only correct option you have. So global warming is only affected by the carbon dioxide, because this is the gas which trap the heat and increase the temperature of the earth. 17, formula of 3 compound, 1 2 3. So this chapter from 17, the question used to come from the organic chemistry. What is organic chemistry? Where you deal about the compound made of the carbon and hydrogen only. Mostly you can say. Which statement of this current is true? If you look this, what is this? This is C2S6, this is C4S10. So it means it is from alkane. What is alkane? CnH2n plus 2. Okay, so if you have 1, if you have 6, you can see, so they are all chemical properties similar because they are from all alkanes. So this is a homologous series of alkane. Which substance is polyunsaturated? Polyunsaturated and saturated, they are always students get confused. Okay, saturated and unsaturated. What is the meaning of saturated? Means the carbon compound which have single bond. Okay, unsaturated means a compound which have double bond. okay, and this is good for us, unsaturated fat or oil. So whenever you purchase the oil, please make sure that the composition of unsaturated fatty acids is more than in that. So now, which of the substances is polyunsaturated? Now which option you have? Butter, no. So option number, so butter, you know, is a saturated compound, okay, that is, if you eat too much, it's not good. Ethene, ethene, it is the ethene. If you think C2H4, right, it's also have double bond, but they're asking you poly means multiple. This is saturated unsaturated compound, yes, correct, but it is not multiple. So let's see the option what you have here. If you look polyethene, it's confusing, but remember this is addition reaction of ethene. It means what? When these two ethene will combine, it will give you addition reaction. So addition reaction, what happened? This bond break. So polyethene means basically a like this. So where is the double bond? There is no double bond. So only option number D is the correct, which is vegetable oil. So vegetable oil have the many double bonded carbons. So option number D is the correct. Now question number 19. If you look, which changes cannot be achieved by the single chemical reaction? Cannot achieve. So okay, single chemical reaction means what? It can happen, you know, just one molecules. Like if you will give the ethanol to ethanoic acid, just single, there is only two carbon, you have two carbon now, oxidation. If you give ethanol to propanol, now see, ethanol is what? C2H5OH, and propanol, prop means 3 carbon, right? So this is OH. So you require extra carbon, so which is not possible in one step. However, you see here it's one step. Ethene to ethanol, okay, glucose to ethanol, and this is only one step, because you are just breaking the thing, and this is called fermentation. So only option number B is not possible in a single chemical reaction. Now question number 20, which is the last question. Result of two tests of compound Z are shown here. Test and result. Add bromine water, turn colorless. So this is the test to basically what? To check the whether you have a carbon double bond or not, because you know when you carbon double bond is there, it will turn bromine water brown to colorless. So which option is correct? So Z is option number, where is the double bond here? No double bond, so it should be carbon double bond, okay, remember this is not C. It's correct, but 1 2 3 4 UH here, but remember they have asked you either it will be C and D, because they have carbon double bond, but there are two tests. So first test is satisfy, but second test, add the sodium carbonate and you will get the carbon dioxide will form. So this is basically what sodium carbonate, remember, acid plus carbonate, you will get what? It will get salt plus, right, you will get salt and the release of CO2. It means when the carbon dioxide is forming, that should be acidic in nature, so it will be only and only carboxylic acid, okay. So option number D is the correct option. So write in the comment box in 20 how much marks you got, okay. So please revise the chapter which you found a weak, share with your friend and subscribe to my channel, so I'll make more video for you, and please keep the notification on so you'll get my new video whenever I upload it. Thank you so much.